All right, let's go over the perfect trial session. So trial sessions are awesome. I know so many trainers who love a trial session. They're an opportunity and they're a learning opportunity, and I think they're just unreal. Like if you, they're so easy to sell from compared to selling a client to an online training program that I think we really miss the boat with these. And with a trial session, they allow you to demonstrate your expertise really, really quickly. And by doing that, you can identify that you're solving problems. It's literally an hour-long sales presentation where you get to give someone an experience that they wouldn't necessarily have unless you were there. Okay, so that's how I generally look at them. So from the moment they walk through the door to the final stretch or cool down, every element matters. And you can make great trial sessions, and they're so awesome to close from. So initial impression, meeting and greeting. Warm smile, firm handshake, genuine enthusiasm. What we have in the sales module, where we talk about attunement, buoyancy, and clarity, exactly the same process in the trial session. Okay, make them feel welcome and valued. Give some casual conversation. Be funny. Okay, create a comfortable atmosphere. If you build rapport, it's so easy to establish trust. Now, next thing is to have the workout ready. Do not wing it, please. For the love of God, do not wing it. I don't even care if you have a standard trial session that you use for every single client. In fact, that's a really good strategy because if you have a standard trial session, if it gets really good conversion ratios, you may as well just do the same thing again and again and again. And when you hire a staff member or a subcontract one to work underneath you, you get them to do the same thing. And if they don't convert from it, it basically shows that they suck at one element of that, whether it's the building rapport or the actual execution of the session. It allows you to improve that person's performance. And it's really important to use the intake form. I talk about this so much. The intake form is so valuable because there's so much information that you can use in that to then relate back to the client and show exactly why what you're doing helps them achieve their particular goals, or why what you're doing helps improve their particular health condition, or why what you're doing can help them avoid pain that they've had before, or why what you're doing with your dietary approach will allow them to not jump up and down with their weight. So understanding that and spending like literally 10 minutes reading it and marking down three things that you're going to talk about in your session will improve conversions straight away. I cannot be more, not place more emphasis on this. It is such an important thing to do. Now, with the workout, you want the client to be able to do something in the workout that they couldn't do without you. The best trial session says, I couldn't have done that without you. Okay. I didn't think I could train so hard. Okay. Even if it's not that hard relatively, it needs to be hard for them. Okay. So they need to be able to go, wow, I couldn't have done that without you. So this is where teaching exercises and getting people to push a little bit harder is the key thing to do. It's really important to do that. And I highly recommend that you actually do movement screens and use corrective exercises in this, particularly if you're dealing with older clients, because if someone can't do an exercise because of pain or they can't do it because of movement competency, that is something we can demonstrate day one, that we can actually make a tangible difference in their ability to perform. Because if with personal training, we can't do the following. We can't give fat loss results in one workout and we can't give muscle gain results. What we can do is improve movement competency and pain within that first session. So if those things are there and they're present in intake form, awesome. That is the best opportunity that you have to get a result. And then finally, energy and enthusiasm. You probably noticed that this video is a little bit more enthusiastic than my other ones. And it's not because I like this topic anymore, but this is a demonstration. Some of the scripts, for example, my energy will be quite low when I'm talking about the reasons for the script. So it's really important you follow a script. But when I'm giving the script, I'll pick up my tone. I'll speak a little faster. I'll be more excited about it. That's kind of like how you can move your energy throughout sessions with people. And as bad as this sounds, it is an act. Okay, it is a performance that we're giving a lot of the time. And with doing that, once you can work out how to do that performance, this is a really important point that a lot of people don't think about. It's the fact that from here, okay, it means that you can do the job at the highest level possible despite how you feel. And that is one of the most important things in personal training and entrepreneurship in general. It's doing the job despite how you feel. Now, a lot of the time we feel like crap. We can be tired, we can be hungover, we can not go to sleep, we can be having relationship issues, but we still need to perform for our clients. So being able to switch it on and off is one of the most valuable skills. And quite often doing a session where you have that high level of energy, your client will come up to match it. And what will happen is you'll feel better after it anyway. So having this level of energy and effort here, you want to be a person that your client wants to be around. You want your positivity and I guess enthusiasm to rub off on the client, so the client goes, you know what, I'm a better person when I'm around that person. Because if you can become that, your clients will sign up with you nearly every single time. It will only be literally financial objections that'll stop you, because people want to be around people that make them feel better. Follow all those, you'll have the perfect trial session.